Good morning, FOMO fam. Happy Monday. Let's take a look at the crypto market. Bitcoin is being a little boring the last couple of days. Altcoin market looks a little boring, but there is more going on than that you may see at first sight. So let's take a look at that, how things are looking today. I want to drop this video a little early on today so that we know already what we can expect for the rest of the day maybe. And there are a couple of altcoins that I think are quite interesting. Now, I am preaching all the time, you should not buy altcoins right now, right? And overall, you should not buy altcoins, at least that sounds like financial advice. So if you want to sue me, I cover myself. It's not. Here you go. Can't do anything now. But there are a couple of things that I am actually looking at. Overall, I am not going crazy on altcoins just yet. And I'm going to show you exactly why. So there is the fact going on now that Bitcoin is sitting at 26,800. The dominance, however, is doing pretty good. These bars are the dominance. This orange is the Bitcoin price for your info. Now, what I find quite interesting is to compare these every once in a while, right? Because we can see that Bitcoin is currently sitting at 26.8. And the last time, well, not the last time that was here, there was not really much difference. But the time before that we were there, was over here, right? If we take that exact level, that was here, this point right here, right? This point. So what do you notice? That was the 17th of March. So 17th of March, Bitcoin was sitting at the same level as today, right? So what happened in the meantime? If you just holding, then it's irrelevant, right? But if you then compare the Bitcoin dominance, how it was back then and how it is today, there is a big difference because it takes us to this candle right here, right? So the Bitcoin dominance had a big pump that day. So if we want to take it from here, we could say, okay, it was sitting at the upper 46%, but we can also say it was sitting at the upper 45%. So let's take the middle, we're sitting at around 46.5%, right? Now, the difference is that now Bitcoin is sitting at the same level, but the dominance is sitting already at almost 48%. What does that mean? It means more money is flowing into Bitcoin instead of altcoins while Bitcoin is going down, right? So that means that altcoins are even hurting more. And yeah, that's what I've been preaching for a long while already, that we should be a little careful with that. And although it feels like, come on, FOMO, is this your confirmation? Like that slowly grind. For so far, it is very slowly. But overall, altcoins are not doing well against Bitcoin, right? And yeah, slowly, it depends on how you want to look at it. Because if you look at it since September, November, give or take, right? September even, you just see that the Bitcoin dominance has been going up, right? But now we finally see as well that even while Bitcoin price is going down or stays the same, the dominance goes up. And that's where the bloodiness begins compared to altcoins. So if we look like the total 3, which is, like I said, many times before, yeah, that's not really doing so well, right? Why is that not doing so well? Well, let me remove this line. I want to show you the higher time frame. Again, we are even in this new week still in this falling wedge right here, right? And for the new people, look, I mean, Bitcoin was in the same falling wedge since November, where we broke out in January. Right? We broke out and we are far above that right now. We are also above the bull market support band. So Bitcoin is definitely showing strength right here. However, if we take a look at the total 3, yeah, we are still in the falling wedge. We did not break. We tried to break it, was fake out, got rejected right there and fell back in. Now, in this new week, we are still here. So, the line is moving down, of course, right? So the longer we are in this falling wedge, the lower it goes. And a lot of people feel like, yeah, but altcoins are not doing that bad, do they? But it's like the last couple of weeks, it's a slow drawdown. So it's not that you feel like, oh, bam, I wake up and I see that I got wrecked. No, but it's overall, minus 1% on Monday and minus 1% on Tuesday, etc. That adds, right? It adds up. And at the end of the day, you look at your portfolio and be like, oh, whoa, it's been down quite a lot, actually, right? And that's the danger of crypto as well. Not the hard reckonings like this, right? But the slow ones that make you feel like you do not lose money, and you maybe feel like, oh, let's buy every dip right now, right? While these aren't really that dip piece. I don't know. So be a little careful. But yeah, things are going to get exciting because, like I said earlier as well, if you look at the total three, so, you know, everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum, you see that every major support level there could be is resistance, right? We have the 100 weighted moving average. We have the 50 weighted moving average. Well, we even have the 200 somewhere lying around. Oh, that's here, right on this yellow line. That's a red line. We have that. We have the bull market support band. We have this diagonal line. It's all resistance, right? We are under all of those, right? So altcoin market is really getting beaten down right here, right? And even if we break one of these levels, there's another one waiting to push us down again. So it's really hard. Now, the only thing that's holding this up, really, like there are probably some moving averages, but these are the most important. But the thing that's holding us up is this, you know, this diagonal right here. We have been on big support from that diagonal, that horizontal. Sorry, it's fucking early in here. I hate my job. We've been there since June, right? It's big support. It bounces up. It bounces us up pretty hard. Once we come down, support again. We broke it once, was resistance, but once we broke it again support, right? But now it's going to get really interesting because this huge bear market reason line, to put it like that, this thing, is our enemy, right? And we are close to that. But we are also sitting on the, well, basically the one and only support there is left, right? And in a matter of like, well, 2 weeks maybe, we're going to find out who's the strongest. And it could happen today, of course, right? I mean, we only have to go down or up a little bit to break one of these levels. But if we really want to go do this the boring way, then yeah, we could stay here for maybe 2 weeks and then maybe 3. But then it's game over. Then we're going to find out who's going to win this, the bulls or the bears. I put my money, I don't know, it's hard, right? Because on one hand, I would say giving the macro, giving the fact that there's a lot of regulations, that there might be a recession coming, that the altcoins have the risk of being a security, it will be the reason for it to go down, right? Another reason for it to go down is simply because we are in this downward trend, which goes back 1.5 years, right? As long as we are in that trend, the trend is intact. So I'm not betting against the trend. Like I said, another reason is, of course, these moving averages right there. These moving averages are strong and they are pushing us down quite hard. Another chart that's showing me that the altcoin market might go down is the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is really looking to break out. Every week, every day that we stay here at this level, I feel like, okay, this is only a matter of time. Like I said before, even if you look at it on the daily, you see that every single time that the Bitcoin dominance went up that high, it gets rejected pretty fast, right? Here we stayed there in this red area, like we stayed there for 2 days, right? We were in the up area quite longer, but here, a couple of days. Here we didn't even make it. Here we went there for like 3 days and we got down pretty fast. The difference is that we are now here since March 20, so more than 2 months now, right? And we keep on staying here. And if you look at it on the weekly, the difference is as well that when we were here, we had all these moving averages, right? The 50, the 100, 200, the bull market support band even. It was all resistance, right? Now, we break all these averages one by one. Here we broke the bull market support band, for example. Here we broke the 50 moving average. Here we broke the 100 and the 100 moving average. Here we broke everything and the 200 moving average. So we have every single moving average in our benefit now, working as support instead of resistance. And it shows that it's way easier for us now to stay above this level. And I think what's likely to happen, but you know, don't pin me to that. I mean, I can predict 1,000 things on this channel, and there will always be things that are wrong, right? And then don't come at me like, you suck. I know, but you know, you don't have to tell me that. So, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. But the thing is, that I think it's only a matter of time that the Bitcoin price itself just needs a little push to the upside. Right? And then if the Bitcoin dominance goes with that, then we're finally capable to break this level. And then when Bitcoin corrects, we might see this as support instead of resistance. And that could take us up higher then, right? So I think that's the best case scenario, or the most realistic case scenario, because even when Bitcoin is going down, yeah, the Bitcoin dominance stays at this level. Right? So Bitcoin going down doesn't really take us down, but Bitcoin going up overall takes the Bitcoin dominance up as well. Right? And I do think that Bitcoin will go lower than where it is right now, like more towards 20K probably or so. But it doesn't mean we cannot have a short-term pump again, right? It's not that unthinkable. If you look in 2019, kind of where, you know, what we are doing right now, we kind of had this, right? If you look at it on the weekly, we had a pump, we had a pump, and we had a pump, right? We have basically 3 pumps. We had now 1, we had 2. Well, if there will be a third, that will be the one that takes the Bitcoin dominance out of its zone right now. So curious to see how that is going. But therefore, I will be a little cautious with altcoins. Yeah, and the thing that might take it up is I don't have a lot of... I don't have a lot of reasons for that. For the total 3 to go up. Like the only thing that I could say is like, okay, yeah, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's been pretty overbought right now, right? So if we cool down, we might come down. On the other hand, the whole time that we were so overbought on this, that was the reason why it was pumping. So if we stay here hovering for a couple of months, yeah, might as well be that we go up even further, right? That doesn't have to mean a thing necessarily. But yeah, then if you combine that with a total 3, you look at that is oversold. And every time it is, usually when it's oversold, you see right here, for example, that's the beginning of a pump, right? Here we're oversold, beginning of a pump. That's so cool about stochastic RSI. You can really use that as an indicator to buy and sell, but it won't give you the right timing necessarily. I mean, here we were, look, here we were oversold, right? Just in that area. So you might have thought like, okay, let's buy here. Yeah, well, it didn't end well, right? Because here it was the bottom for that particular move. So it could definitely be, also goes for this, that we stay here for a while and in the meantime we go down a lot. Yeah, for the rest, I don't see a lot of reasons for altcoins to pump right now. Really, I don't. Because you have to realize, even like with Pepe was being bought right into the top 50. Everybody was talking about Pepe and everybody was coming up with meme coins, and it was meme coin season and this and that. And in the meantime, it didn't do anything for the altcoin market. It had any effect. It even brought the altcoin market down even more, because the problem is that most people, or they bought Pepe at the top, and the people that already bought Pepe before that were smart enough to take their profits, right? So they sold at the top and they bought back Bitcoin, for example, or just dollars. So altcoin market down. Or a lot of people making new altcoins because Pepe is something that we all missed, at least most of us, right? And unfortunately, 9 out of the 10, at least, of these altcoins are scams. And these developers, they just run away with your money and put it in Bitcoin or whatever as well, right? And that also take the altcoin market down. So it's not really like that's such a meme season. It's not even a reason to elevate the altcoin market a little bit, right? So if that's not the case, then what needs to happen right now, right? We had the biggest influencers here calling for an alt season, dragging everybody into altcoins. Altcoin market down, right? We had Pepe, completely everybody knowing about it, big hype, blah, 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 meme season. Didn't work as well, still down, right? So then I feel like, okay, if that doesn't work, then what does, right? Well, what I think is we need new money into crypto, right? We need new money into crypto because the existing money in crypto is the smart money now, because people in a bear market at the bottom, around the bottom of the bear market, in this case for altcoins, are quite smart. Right? Smart people don't give up. And I'm not saying that you're stupid if you give up, don't get me wrong. But if you gave up, you're not listening anyway, so you're stupid. No, but I mean, these people, the people that are still here, they kind of know what to do with their money. The people that are here, they know how to play it. And they're not going crazy on altcoins right now, right? So what needs to happen, in my opinion, well, that's quite interesting, and I think that this chart is showing that pretty good. Like I said, we need new money to come into altcoins, right? And how do you come up with new money? Well, by new people. So if you look at the social metrics right now, the red line, that's the people that are in crypto, and that's measured by the amount of YouTube subscribers, viewers, Twitter followers, and all of that, is going down. Right, so instead of people coming into crypto, people are still, till the day of today, are leaving crypto. So how actually are we going to start a decent altcoin run, let alone an alt season, if people are leaving crypto, right? That would mean that, so that's not happening right now, right? So no new money coming. That's what we can see right here. So what's the other possibility? Well, the other possibility is that money from Bitcoin is being shifted into altcoins, for example. Yeah, and then you want to, of course, take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. So that means that the Bitcoin dominance should go down, right? Less dominance for Bitcoin, more for altcoins. But if we look at that, we just saw that Bitcoin dominance is not going down, it's going up. And matter of fact, it is looking to break out. So that's also not helping altcoins. So then what needs to happen? Yeah, current people that are into crypto with stable coins deploying into altcoins maybe. Okay, could be. Yeah, then we take a look at the stablecoin market cap, and then this is what you see, right? The stablecoin market cap is going down. People are cashing out their money instead of deploying it. So I don't know. It's not working now. It's just not, right? And it's not a bad thing because it will happen again. Like it happens every bear market, and it gets people a lot, frustrated. Like, I want to give up, and it's not working, and it's never coming back. Yeah, that's exactly what is driving the price down. And once it's really that time and it goes up, you are already out while you should have been there. So I'm just basically, what I'm doing on this channel is not really nothing. I'm just trying to motivate this community to not give up, right? Not give up, learn, read, check out the charts that you need to check out. So if you ever have any questions like, okay, what are the most important things I should take a look at? How am I supposed to do a certain part of my research? Whatever, please leave a comment. I want to help you. I want to build the smartest and therefore the richest and the happiest community. But very shortly about altcoins that I am looking at, by the way, because it's not that I am saying like I am 100% not into altcoins, because I get it. I make YouTube videos. I was an early investor in CDFI, so I participated in IGO, so I have some kind of a passive income for crypto, right? So I can afford to not be in altcoins because I have some money coming in, And I guess most of us have a job and, you know, try to find another cash flow. It's hard, but it's possible. And try to do the same, maybe on a smaller scale. Maybe you have a lot of money, I don't know. But now I get that a lot of people feel like, yeah, okay, but I do want some exposure, of course. Yeah, in my opinion, it's still best to wait for Bitcoin to have a good dip and then buy Bitcoin. And later when the Bitcoin dominance is really sitting high, deploy that Bitcoin into altcoins. And once it goes down, you ride that alt season. Like, patience is key, right? Everybody, if you have person A with $1,000 right now that is waiting with it, and if you have person B with $1,000 right now that's deploying right now, I bet you that person A has a very good chance to actually make money that will change their life, and person B will be the one that slowly sees his money going away and gives up on crypto or doesn't make a lot of gains, best case scenario, right? So you do not have to have a lot of money right now to make a lot of money, as long as you're making the right decisions. Therefore, I'm not talking a lot about specific altcoins right now, because timing is more important than the altcoin that you choose. Because when the market allows us, every good, solid altcoin will go up anyway. And then we can talk about, okay, but what altcoin is going up more than anything else, right? That's basically the thing. But yeah, the altcoins that I am looking at, I'm looking at a lot of gaming altcoins. Delysium, man, it's holding up. It is holding up. We were early investors in Delysium on this channel. And a lot of us got the Delysium node. So you get these tokens daily. If you do not have a node, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. So there's a link down below where you can get it. Because I would have thought that once the price, everybody took their profits right here, of course, right? Selling their node coins. But I thought that the price would keep on going down since people get their tokens daily. But what happens once Delysium went down so much, some reason it had a pump of like 100% in a day. But overall, it is still up 35% from its lowest point. So it actually also has some buying power. So I'm very curious, like, where that's coming from. I don't know exactly. All I know is Delysium has something brewing, which is going to be fucking huge. But I honestly don't know what. I try to figure, but I don't know what. I have some contact with the team, but I have no idea. But it's interesting. But there are coins holding up, man. Chain GPT is holding up very good. We participated in Games for a Living through Seedify, and it's exploding. Like, I sold my coins like here, here somewhere. Like, yeah, I could have made more profits if I didn't sell them, but then again, yeah, most IDOs go down. Didn't know this, but yeah, with the founder of EA Sports in the team, yeah, they know what they're doing. So insane. I really want Games for a Living to go down, so I can get some. This is a coin that I actually feel FOMO for, and I made some decent profits with their IDO, so the money that I can invest in this is free money anyway. Yeah, there are a lot of coins that I think are definitely worth it. IMX is one, but at this level, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it is, and we'll go back to that in one of the next videos. Volker Forge is something that I have on my radar for sure. But then again, still, please, you have to look at the Bitcoin pairs as well, right? Because you can say whatever you want. Volker Forge, good project, definitely, I agree on that. But then, if you look at the Bitcoin pair, what is it doing? It is just making low lows and low highs, right? So I mean, Volker Forge just put in a new low a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, right? So it also, you could have bought Volker Forge anywhere. It turned out that so far you haven't had the best entry yet, right? Because wherever you bought, you would have lost money. At least, depends on how you look at it, but you could have got a better entry. Yeah, Seedify, of course. Seedify, I love Seedify. Hypercycle is doing quite well. And I want to really quick, this is one that, so we are making this, and I will make a video about it soon again. We are doing this huge giveaway. All right, and for the new people on the channel, they might have missed it because I haven't talked about this for a couple of months already, because it's just not time for me to buy into that. But I'm buying into 5 crypto portfolios of famous YouTubers with their calls. So these are Alex Becker, Crypto Banter, BitBoy, and the community, us. So 4, sorry. I'm gonna deploy $4,000 or $5,000 in every portfolio with 10 coins. 40 coins in total, around $500 per coin, something like that. And once Bitcoin hits $100,000, whenever that might be, we're going to take a look at these portfolios, and the portfolio with the biggest returns is the one that I'm going to give away to this community, and we'll figure it out by then how we're going to divide it. But we're going to make it worth it. Not one person is going to win it all, but also not 10,000. But I want quite a number of people that can win quite a number of money. So we are like still kind of setting up this community portfolio of ours. And the thing is that Don't Buy Inu is also in that portfolio. Let me refresh it real quick to see how it's doing. So Don't Buy Inu is like, wow. If you don't know this, check it out. The developer of this project, he's followed by Binance or by CC at least, and he's making these viral videos. It's the dev. He even has a game coming on Steam, which is pretty cool. Like, he has a big following, right? A lot of big famous people are following him as well, and therefore also his token, Don't Buy Inu, which is very interesting. And that token, it's just a meme coin. It's nothing special, does nothing, right? But it's quite insane that it was sitting very low. It did like a 10x. And that was not even in the meme coin hype. It was before that, here in March, right? February, March, 10x. And now it's all the way back down. Now, I don't exactly know what the reason is, but I'm in the Telegram and it for sure isn't that. So it looks like a perfect opportunity to me. So these are these kind of altcoins that I feel like, yeah, okay, big hype, good community, dark steam, huge following, low cap. This is something that I feel like, okay, I might want to throw a couple of $100 in. If you just play with $1,000 with crypto, you might want to consider not going with a couple of $100. But, you know, these are these things that I feel like, okay, that's something that I'm willing to throw the amount of money in that I'm also willing to lose, right? Because this could be huge. Could be huge. CeDeFi released Good Morning Family just as an airdrop. And it's crazy. It, like, from the moment it came out, it did like 125x. And it stabilizes pretty well at this level. So that's nice. Like, everything that CeDeFi touches is like pretty nice. SNFTS also did like a 60x or so in a bear market at the lowest point of Bitcoin. Well, this thing right here, 125x, cools off right here, like at around the 50x or so. Made some free money with this, pretty cool. And I don't want to talk too much about that, but we are going to launch our own token soon as well. But the first private sale, because there are going to be 2 private sales, then the public sale, the first private sale is only for the people that are in our Telegram group, because I really want to give the current community a benefit for, you know, sticking up with us all the time. And with us, I mean the team around this, especially you're looking at me. So, but we are releasing a meme coin with a very insane utility. And I don't want to talk too much about it here now that it's like still for the current community. So be there, you get all the information. Private sale A is starting soon. Might be really worth it to take a look at. So join that definitely. Yeah, just be in our Telegram right here. It's a perfect place. It's like fun people in here. We have a beautiful community that we are building. So that's what I want to wrap it up with today. So the altcoin market in general, it's bad. The meme coins are you know, doing quite well for some reason, but it's not able to elevate the altcoin market in general. So be prepared for the fact that it might come down further, and with further I mean way further over the couple of months probably. So stay tuned. Like, please don't be in our community in a couple of months and like, oh no, I lost so much. Like, I'm trying to warn you, and I'm not saying that I know that this is going to happen. Same case doesn't, but it can, right? So I'm just saying, consider that this is a possibility. Prepare for the possibility, at least a little bit, okay? Yeah, that's what I want to wrap it up with, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.